Hey, it's Julian Gordon here, and I'm so excited to be helping you earn more on the side by selling your existing skills as a service. Today, I want to talk about how to calculate your current time value versus your desired time value and how to close that gap. I don't know if you've ever been to Costco or BJ's before, and when you go there, you buy everything in bulk. They sell everything in wholesale. So you go there, you can't just get one jar of jelly, you got to get 5 of them, or 5 loaves of bread, or 5 cans of peanut butter, right? And you don't really need all that, but because it's wholesale, you're getting each unit at a lower price, right? And if you went to the grocery store and bought that same jar of peanut butter on its own, a la carte, as some people might say, it would cost more when you're buying it on its own. And the same thing happens when we think about how we sell our time to our employers. When we sell our time to our employers in bulk, we're actually getting less per hour than we would if we would sell it to smaller clients or other clients in smaller bite-sized pieces, smaller cans or smaller jars. And I want to give you a demonstration of this. Let's say that you are earning $60,000 a year right now, and you work a traditional 40-hour work week, and you have 2 weeks of vacation, meaning that you work 50 weeks a year. So overall, you're working 2,000 hours during the course of a year. If you take that $60,000 and you divide that by 2,000, you're actually only charging your employer $30 per hour, and that's before taxes, right? And before they take out all kinds of other stuff and leave you with 15. Which is not a lot, right? When you hear the number 60,000, it sounds like this is a pretty good number, but when you break it down by the hour and you ask yourself, am I actually worth more than $30 an hour? Do I create more than $30 of value per hour for my employer? When I go in for an 8-hour workday, am I creating over $240 worth of value? That's how we always have to think about it. Remember that we are all already entrepreneurs. For employees, employers are entrepreneurs who only have one big client, and that's their employer. Employees are entrepreneurs who only have one big client, and that's their employer. But it doesn't have to be that way. And so now I want to take a moment, and that's your current time value. That's how much you're selling your time for now. And you can do that calculation for yourself. But what about your desired time value? What do you really want to be earning? Let's say that you want to jump from $60,000 a year to $100,000 a year, and you're still interested in working the 40-hour work week, which is perfectly fine, but you want to actually have 4 weeks of vacation, not just 2. So that's 48 weeks throughout the year that you want to work. If you divide that $100,000 by 40 by 48, you'll actually end up somewhere around $52 an hour. That's what you're going to need to command in the marketplace per hour in order to have your desired time value. And so now there's a difference between $30 an hour and 52. And you have to ask yourself, who do I have to be to jump from here to here? And oftentimes it doesn't mean that you have to be somebody else. You actually just have to package and resell your skills to different clients in a different way. And that's how you increase your time value. If we can take out your skills and not sell them in wholesale, but we can sell them in bite-sized chunks or cans or jars to other clients that your employer doesn't serve, then we can actually command more in the marketplace. So I'll give you a quick example. For instance, a law firm. A law firm may bill out to its clients at $500 an hour, but they're only paying the lawyer that they hired $75 an hour. And $75 an hour, when you multiply that by 40 hours a week, that is $150,000 a year. Okay, so that lawyer thinks they're getting paid a lot, right? But in reality, they're only getting $75 out of the $500 that their employer is actually billing out at. So let's say that there is a company out there who needs your skills and services, but they can't afford your employer, right? But you know how to do incorporation, you know how to do trademarks, or you know how to do patents, and you could actually go out to that company who your employer would never ever serve because they're too small or they're not in their market, and you can sell your services to that company for $300 an hour. Now watch this. That is a 40% discount on the $500 an hour that they would have to pay your employer, and that is actually a 300% increase in dollars per hour for you if you were able to go identify that client and sell your existing skills. I'm not asking you to go back to school or do anything different. All I'm asking you to do is take your skills and break them down into chunks, identify which skills are the most valuable, and sell those to other clients who aren't your main employer. Sell those to other clients at a higher rate than you're selling your time to your employer for in bulk. right? It's that simple. It's that simple. So I just wanted to start there. We're going to go into more detail. And in fact, there's actually a calculator down below where you can simply drag the bars and identify your current time value and your desired time value. I believe that once you see this gap, you'll see that there's a huge opportunity for you to increase how much you're earning per hour without necessarily having to do anything else, using your existing gifts, talents, strengths, and skills. Well, that's it for now. I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope that this helps you earn more on the side selling your existing skills as a service. This is Julian Gordon wishing you more happy hours.